Hunters, thank you for purchasing or thinking about purchasing a deer or elk hunting tag. Your license and tags help fund the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's research and conservation efforts to ensure the future well-being of these iconic California species. We thank you for being ethical hunters and true conservationists. I'm Sarah Holm, a wildlife biologist with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. I'm also a hunter and a hunter ed instructor. Just as important as the financial resources hunters provide is the information tag holders supply when they submit their harvest reports, which are required of tag holders each year. We put together this instructional video to help our deer and elk hunters complete, attach, and report their tags to comply with the law and to ensure the highest quality information is being collected. The department estimates population numbers and trends using harvest and hunter effort data from tag reports in combination with other information and our field research. Population numbers and trends are used to estimate the number of animals that can be harvested without significantly impacting the overall population. Timely reporting is necessary to analyze and incorporate the previous year's data when setting tag quotas for the next year's season and preparing our Big Game Hunting Digest and regulations booklets. Harvest reporting is one of the easiest ways to collect important data the department uses each year. Please remember that tag reporting is mandatory even if you did not harvest a deer or did not hunt at all. The information provided by hunters who did not get an animal or tag holders who did not hunt is helpful to those of us who manage wildlife by detailing how much effort was put into hunting, which can provide insight into the condition of deer herds. Now, let's walk through the best case scenario. You get a deer.
There are two parts to a deer tag: the harvest report card portion at the top and the bottom part of the tag that must be attached to the animal. Immediately after taking an animal, the hunter needs to fill out the tag completely and then cut along the dotted line to separate the two parts of the tag. Completely punch out or cut out notches for the month and date of kill on the lower portion of the tag. On the upper portion, please be sure to answer all questions. For example, did you hunt deer? Number of days hunting deer. And were you successful? Meaning, did you successfully kill a deer? Next, fill out the date and time. For locality, please provide as detailed a location as possible, along with the county of kill, method of take, antler configuration, and gender. These details give us information on when most of the harvest occurs and information specific to particular areas. We're not interested in learning your secret hunting spot or revealing your honey hole to others. This information helps us refine the harvest and tag numbers for upcoming years. The bottom portion of the tag must be attached to the antlers of the animal or the ear of an antlerless animal immediately after being killed and just as soon as the information on the tag is completed. Make sure the tag is securely attached so the tag is not lost in transit, whether that's dragging the animal through the brush back to camp or riding in the back of a vehicle. Tags need to be countersigned or validated before transporting, with the exception of taking the animal to the nearest person authorized to countersign the license tag. For deer and elk tags, there are many options for authorized countersigners, including police and sheriff officers, owners and managers of game processing facilities, notaries public, county firemen, Bureau of Land Management employees, California Fish and Wildlife employees, state and federal Forest Service employees, and employees of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, among others. Once the tag is countersigned, hunters can then mail the top portion of the tag to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife or submit it online. Successful hunters have 30 days to report their tag and harvest information. To submit a harvest report online, log into your California Department of Fish and Wildlife account at the internet address shown on the screen. You will receive a confirmation number once you have successfully submitted your report online. You must record the confirmation number in the spaces provided on both portions of your deer tag and retain the harvest report card top portion until March 1st. Tags reported online must be surrendered to the department upon demand. To report your tag by mail, send the top harvest report portion to CDFW Wildlife Branch, P.O. Box 944209, Sacramento, California 94299-0002. If you submit your harvest report card by mail, you will receive a confirmation number by email if you have an email address included in your California Department of Fish and Wildlife online account profile. You'll record that confirmation number on the lower portion of the tag.
What happens if you're unsuccessful during the season or if you didn't have time to go hunting? Anyone issued a deer or elk tag must still submit a harvest report. Tag holders who fail to turn in a harvest report will be assessed a non-reporting penalty when purchasing a deer tag drawing application or a deer tag the following year. Deer hunters who did not harvest an animal and those who did not hunt at all must submit a completed harvest report by January 31st. You can submit your report online or by mail. We hope you've learned how to properly complete, affix, validate, and submit your deer or elk tag to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. We realize we are asking more of California's deer hunters with mandatory tag reporting, but we hope you have a better understanding of how useful these data are in managing the state's deer herds and ensuring that California's hunting tradition will be passed down to future generations. California's big game hunters are making vital contributions to conservation through the money they spend on licenses and tags, through their taxes they pay on firearms and ammunition, and through the wealth of data they now provide when reporting their tags. Those of us at the California Department of Fish and Wildlife are proud to partner with our big game hunters to ensure the well-being of California's wildlife. Thank you and good luck with your hunting.